Hey you guys, my name's Jen and I'm an independent artist with SEINT Beauty. So when people first hear about SEINT Beauty and they see some application videos and they are starting to learn a little bit about the makeup, one question often arises, and that question is, what do I need to just get started? I just want the basics. So I'm here to show you right now what those basics are. So basically, the basics would be our starter kit. And our starter kit is something like this. We don't actually have a specific starter kit. We just call it a starter kit or the basic kit. So what you would get in a starter kit is you would get matched with a contour, a main highlight, a brightening highlight, and a lip and cheek. Those would be your basic colors, and you can do your entire face using those colors. I'm going to use 2 brushes today. When I do this, you can do your face with 1 brush. I'm going to show you my 2 favorite brushes. So this is the detail brush, and we are going to get started using our contour. You really don't need to scoop up the makeup when you're doing this. You just need to dab your brush in the makeup. And now to apply your contour, we're going to apply it on our cheekbones, on our forehead, on our nose, and under our jawline. We can also put a little tiny bit under that bottom lip to create a pout. So let's get started. So we find the top of our ear and we want to bring this contour down kind of in a scoop to the center of our cheekbone. We don't want to go any closer to our nose than the center of our eye. So kind of from our ear to the bottom corner of our nose, but not going any closer than the center of that eye. So we just kind of draw a scoop like that. Same thing on the other side. We find that corner, that top part of the ear, and we just draw a scoopy line. There we go. All right, now we'll contour our forehead. Now, I have quite a large forehead, so I like to bring my contour to about the center of my forehead. You can kind of like put your hands like this over your eyebrows, and whatever is above your hands, that's what should be contoured. So because I have a large forehead, there's a lot of area that should be contoured. You also want to make sure that you pull that contour right up into your hairline like I'm doing, so that there isn't a white line between your contoured skin and your hairline. So there, just nice and simple. You don't need a lot of product to do this, and you can bring it down the side of your face as well, just a little bit like that, just to give some dimension there. You also want to contour along your jawbone. So just underneath that, you can, if you feel there, you can feel there's a ridge in your jawbone. You just kind of want to go along that ridge. You don't want it to be on top of your jawbone, just underneath. So again, you start behind your ear and you just drag it along under your chin, under your jawbone. And then you also want to pull that down your neck, just like that. This is the one area where people often forget to blend, so you don't want to do that. So we'll blend it out a little bit to start with right at the beginning. Now here's a little trick for contouring your nose. You take your 2 fingers, get a little contour on both fingers, rub them together a little bit, and then run them down the top of your nose. See that? I don't like to put a whole lot of contour on my nose, but I have found that my nose just looks a little better if I do put some contour on there. So there we go. And then if you've still got a little left on that finger, you can contour under that bottom lip a little bit. So there you go, that's contour. Easy, right? You can do it, totally. Okay, the next part we're going to do is I'm going to use the blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to use the small end. It's amazing for doing a nice like medium, light to medium coverage for your main highlight. So again, we're just going to dip into the color. We don't scoop, we just dab it, and then we just dab it on our face, just like that. And we basically put this color everywhere we didn't put our contour. And just dab it around. You can tell the way I'm applying this, I'm not sweeping it on, right? I'm just kind of stippling it on. This helps to push the makeup into your skin, creating that second skin look that we are hoping for and that you can get using this makeup. It's amazing, you guys. Don't want to forget to do the sides of your nose. That's a spot I often forget. And you'll see while I do this, I do tend to blend the colors in as I go. Some girls like to put all of the makeup on and then blend it at the end, and you can do it that way too. Some girls like to take the makeup and put dots everywhere, and we call that the cheetah hack. And then you blend those all in at the end, and that's just another way of applying, and you can do that too. That's actually a great way to do your application if you are only going to get one brush. So for example, if you only get this brush, you can apply your makeup with your fingers, putting dots everywhere, and then you can use this brush to blend it all together. Okay, so there's my main highlight. Now I'm going to go back to my detail brush, and I'm going to use the small end this time and use a brightening highlight. So just a light one. So when you're on the website and you're looking for the brightening highlight, there isn't a specific category for brightening highlight. It's going to be under the highlights category, because what might be a brightening highlight for one person could be a main highlight for another person. That's another question I often get, that they can't find the brightening highlights, and that's why. Okay, I don't know what's going on with our light there. So I'm applying it under my eyes, going from the corner, which is the darkest spot on our face, under my eye, and then down to the corner of my nose and along in a triangle shape. And I kind of just fan it out over the top of my cheekbone. This, you guys, is what truly gives that three-dimensional look to our three-dimensional foundation. That's what we call it, our 3D foundation. All of these pieces put together, the contour, the main highlight, and the brightening highlight, work together to create that three-dimensional look. Like, you guys, look at this. It's just amazing. So I put some on in between my eyebrows. You can see that I did that there, and just brightened that area up, kind of like a fan as well. Okay, I did the fan under this eye. I put a little bit down the center of my nose, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the center of my chin. So basically we're brightening up the very center of our face, what people see when they first look at us. What I like to do once I've applied that brightening highlight is take the big fluffy end of the blush and bronzer brush, and I just like to kind of smooth out any lines that I might have. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're almost done. We just need the one last step, and that would be a lip and cheek. So today I have got a really pretty one here. I think it's called Summer Love. Again, just a little bit on the blush end of the blush and bronzer brush, and then just lightly on top of my cheekbones, just apply a little bit of color. I didn't blend that contour on that side very well. There we go. So just a little bit of color. So you guys, it's so easy, right? 4 colors. Look at this, is such a pretty color. It just gives a nice pinky flush. And because it's a lip and cheek, we also take it and we put it on our lips. And you guys, that's it. That's a starter kit. We have, let's go over it again real quick. We have a contour, we have a main highlight, we have a brightening highlight, and we had a lip and cheek. And we applied them just like that, and we're done. Honestly, it takes about 5 minutes once you get the hang of it and you figure out where everything goes, and you've got your whole face done. So if you are interested in that basic kit, the first thing you have to do is get that color match done. So I look forward to seeing your beautiful faces come through my inbox so that we can get you started with your basic kit and with your brand new SEINT makeup. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.